Hey guys, it's Bro0. It has been a while since I have posted a video, but I do enjoy making content and am trying to come up with creative ways for me to do so. So today I'm going to be giving a tour of the Minecraft world that my daughter and I have been playing on for the past year or so. To give it right up front, I am no Minecraft expert. All of this stuff is done in fun and to just explore the game at my own pace. So here's a tour. I'm going to show you around, and if you like it, just let me know. First is the bedroom up here. Have some candles, copper, storage, of course. You can see whose is whose. And this just has odds and ends. We have some things, Eyes of Ender, that we've been collecting over time, and different foods and such. We have a lodestone, which I do keep a compass for. Both Natty and I have that just in case we run into any issues. Random storage, enchanting table, some stuff, mending, more to see down here. Most of my building is done with just whatever blocks I have on hand. Small little production area where I just have all my stuff crammed together. Here's a little map, and this is actually a little old, but it does look like some of those maps have actually updated, so this will be interesting. As you can see, puppies everywhere. Some of them have names. Helen, Parker, the name tags that we do get. Natalie named some of the animals. I'm not sure if any more have names. Cats everywhere, dogs everywhere. They all have armor at this point because, you know, they have to. Music box. I have the music playing in the background. A little bit of artwork here. This is a little stables, but we'll get to that. Walking out the side door here, or the front door. I like copper doors. You'll see one of my favorite things. Oh, hello. You don't have a name. Is the bee farm. Put this all in glass. There's a button here, which puts water down. And now I have to go do that. Bear with me as I have to do my chores. If I don't do this, I will forget to, and then this thing will sit for days without growing. I just think this makes it nice and easy. Bees have flower right here, which is flowers, which is good because that way they pollinate the farms and they grow a lot faster. If so facto, everything works pretty well. It's just there's still a manualness to most of my gameplay that may not be for you. And if so, please tell me the secret. Tell me all of the secret. When I play the game, I don't even want to play. I want to let the things do all the work for me. I don't really need anything from there. I kind of forget what was there. Okay, anyways. The bee farm is very cool because, yes, it can grow things very fast. Okay, I guess I'll go over here first. Sugarcane, some mushrooms that we planted, different kinds of sheep in case you want more wool. We're still working on expanding this. Auto cactus farm. If you want to know how to build that, look it up. Or it's as simple as 4 sand, 1 water bucket in the corner. And then it will automatically get the cactuses for you, which is good for green dye. You can also put it in the compost bin, which can... What do you... Hey. My pumpkin farm has a guest. Sir, you're not welcome. Well, this is a golden helmet farm. You got some pumpkins in there. And so all of these observers watch the pumpkin, and as they grow, pistons break that. I guess this is automation, but you'll see there's a real pumpkin farm over there in case you want to do it and get some a little quickly. You need it right then, and the farm is empty because I sold it all. That's why. Sugarcane. Put the berries. Put the plank on top. That way you don't get stabbed. Bamboo. Watermelon, pumpkins. Oh, and then coming out here, I will look up, and you'll see that we have an ice highway system. I guess we'll see how far I get through this and how much I'm able to show you in one sitting. Maybe I will take this in little chunks. I guess everybody let me know. Okay, what do I do next? This, oh yeah, here. We got Coco. This is an automatic baby. I just built this not too long ago. I guess the admission is that I'm just getting into more advanced. I guess this is not really advanced, but yeah, you put a minecart with a hopper, one powered rail. It just goes back and forth. There's an observer up there who watches the bamboo. Once it sees that one of the bamboo is high enough for it, it just breaks it all. Pretty simple, pretty dumb, but it works. This is a mob farm that I built. Let's see if I can get up there. Well, I can get up there. So here's our little chute here. Just use some soul sand and water. Help to bring the stuff all the way up. I'm sure you all know this. What was I showing you? This is... There are water blocks there. Pushes the mobs down into a hole. Mob farm. Yeah, so there are beds just kind of randomly everywhere depending on what project that we're working on. And this ice highway has been kind of one of the latest projects that I've worked on, and it has taken a long time. You'll see this one goes to the Anna and Elsa Castle. This one goes to Bird Nature Way. This one goes to Under the Sea. And this one goes to the second tower. But you can see from here, that was a lava bucket and water build where I just kind of used a lot of lava buckets to build a pretty neat looking tower. You see down there, there's a little pathway which leads to a hay farm, a nice little fort there. And yeah, that goes all the way up to that tower there. There's actually a spider farm down there, cave spider farm. I built that. That was like the first thing I planted, that jungle tree, as a way to like see where the base was when we first built it. But things have just gradually gotten bigger and bigger and bigger as we go. So, this was the first one we built, Bird Nature Way, because that's our best second base. Double ice all the way through. Took forever. I then switched to a kind of like single ice and then like slab, half slab on the bottom, just so it's safe. It has to be safe. I will show you these at a later time, and we will continue to explore the base. So, long way down. Alrighty, so a couple horses here. These aren't actually our main horses. The main horses, oh yeah, little compost thing. Throw it in there, get some bone meal. This is kind of where things end up. All the different food and cactus. That's the nice thing about the cactus farm is, at the end of the day, you can still use it for compost. Leading up here, this is actually our portal to the nether, which we have a little nether hub with a minecart rail system. It may seem kind of counterproductive, but both of these systems go to the same places, just the overworld is less scary than the nether, so that's what we like to travel in. This is Natalie's house. There's a lot of animals in here. Maybe I will let Natalie give you a tour of her house next time. But yeah, she builds all sorts of little farms. She has bunnies in here. And yeah, she ends up capturing all sorts of things. This is a bigger farm that we're working on for Natalie. Um, as you see, iron golems. This is an iron golem farm. It does work. If I push them in, it will, and you stand near there, it will automatically, they will spawn in this zone. But as you wander around the base, they tend to spawn outside the base. And I found that at night, it's kind of nice sometimes because there are mobs that do find their way into the base. And it's nice to have an iron golem walking around. Or when you see an enderman and you want to get him killed. So, real quick, we're just going to go to bed. Base is not 100% mob proof yet. But there are a lot of pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns around. As that was a great early way to light up the base really well. Okay. Alright, now, I guess I will show you the other horses. I know, I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. The other horses are in here. These are the main horses. They all have armor. Got one with diamond armor. I lost one of my good horses in my first mountain incident where I fell down powdered snow, and unfortunately the horse didn't make it out. That was bad. So down here we have a little lava generator, which is just, I need to move this because we just expanded this. But there's a lava generator here, which I use lava to cook everything with in this up here. So that's kind of, I should probably move it over there. Cobblestone generator. If you do, you stand on this block here. And then when you get tired, you can sleep right there if you need to. This is a nice thing to do it. I like putting the obsidian block in the back because it does look nice and your pickaxe won't destroy it very easily. You see some movement to the left. This is our villager rehabilitation center, otherwise known as the Happy Home. They all live a very fulfilling life in here. We promise that this is not a prison. This is just a rehabilitation center where they find out a little bit about themselves and we get goods like this guy over here who is the master weaponsmith. He is where we get our sweet swords. Smite and Unbreaking, I feel like, are a great pair. He's also where I just get my axe. I just put Mending on everything here. Unbreaking, Power 3. Diamond Pickaxe, Silk Touch, Efficiency. Nothing insanely crazy. I'm not a super max person, but I'm starting to get decent gear. I always wear gold because when we go in the nether, I just never want to be attacked by pigs, so I always wear gold. But Aqua Affinity and Respiration is pretty cool on that. Nothing crazy. I just kind of go for whatever. I just see diamond and I say, okay, I'll take that guy. I don't really rinse and repeat them except for one guy. And that is Mr. Mending. Mr. Mending probably took about 30 villagers I had to go through before I got Mending, and it is 24 emeralds. I don't know if that's good. Once I got it, this was my first Mending guy ever, so I was really pumped. And yeah, this has kind of been the best experience I've had in Minecraft, actually almost reaching the end. I generally give up. I'll build a couple things, and then I'll just kind of give up. But I'm trying to just stick with this world and realizing that every time I reset, I have to build all of this same stuff over again. So it's already built. I still haven't beat the Ender Dragon, but there's some cool stuff that I want to show you guys. So if you're still tuned in and you still like this, feel free to hit a like and let me know if this is the kind of content you're looking for. This is so far pretty relaxing, and Natalie was pretty pumped to see me doing it, and she already said that she wants to do her own video. Let's give you the grand old roller coaster tour. This roller coaster I built just to kind of go around the base. Once you go down the hill, it should pretty much drive itself. I love how it goes underwater. It really touches everything in the main base, and I find that to be just relaxing and enjoying. And that is the roller coaster ride. I did put one of those stop rails there, but it kicked me off, and then the rail kept going. So I don't really know what the best solution is. Somebody tell me the best way to put a stop. I would like to have a stop here where I just flip a lever, then you go all the way around, then you stop here. I don't know how to do that, so somebody please let me know. Oh, it is one thing. I built a little bridge walkway to go from the main base to Natalie's house. Just to be safe, because sometimes Minecraft isn't safe. That's the best thing. Gotta keep it safe. Alright, now instead of showing you these first, what should I show you? Should I show you the nether first, or should I show you this one farm? We'll do that first before the nether. This railway, oh boy, there's more. Wow. Okay, I will show you this one second. This one first. This one is shorter. Okay, so this railway, I first built a mining shaft. You're gonna wonder, why are all there powered rails there? You're going down. I built this as a mine shaft where I was just mining cobblestone, and then I found this massive cave. There's actually a slime spawn point back there, which is pretty sweet. So I just ride down here, and it comes to a stop here at this wall. I love these copper grates as these little gateways here. That way that's blocked. This leads to a zombie spawner. Finding the zombie spawner was pretty cool. And yeah, I just put 4 blocks all the way around. And, you know, and then you put the water there. Oh, thank you, sir. Then you can watch them go down. Sometimes they'll see you and they'll say, hey, oh, look at that guy. He's got chainmail. Fall. Give in. Give in. That's nice. I'll let one more round of them spawn. Sometimes, oh, there's a little mini guy. Hi, buddy. Zombie daycare. As you see, it works pretty well as long as you're standing here. And then go down. That used to be a drop or something. Ooh, they're attacking the door. How are they attacking the door from down there? That's weird. I'm gonna have to put a copper door there. So anyways, yeah, you can actually jump here. Let me just repair my little pickaxe here. I forgot to mention up until this point that this is a bedrock realm that we play on. That way we can kind of play on whatever device we have at the time and still get stuff done. I did originally play this game on Java, and I didn't realize I had an unbreaking iron shovel there. Interesting. Well, you end up with a lot of stuff down here. That's kind of the cool thing about it. And you just have extra storage. That's good. Extra storage for stuff. I'm gonna take a stack of that. And then this guy, you just came down at the wrong time, buddy. This all came because we're just gonna leave that behind for now. I originally located this area. And this, there's just a sleeping area in there. What the heck happened there? Weird. Strange. Okay. Fixed. Originally found this area here. This is an insanely massive mine. I'm talking. It goes down here. It goes all over. I mean, I put lots of torches. There's still mobs that'll spawn. But I mean, this goes all through these caves. All through these caves. It goes down, back around here, up there. There's some down there. It's massive. It took me, I think, 2 days of playtime to explore this whole cave. But through it, there's still some minerals that I'm leaving behind, and I'll just grab them at some point. But yeah. And there's actually more cave down there, and I don't think I've explored it all fully yet. But the main thing is I found multiple spider farms in here, and then I stumbled upon the zombie spawner as well. And apparently that's the zombie spawner, or that's just the stairway. But yes, that was pretty massive. Originally I had this going down to here until I found the zombie spawner. And yeah, these caves, so I found the zombie spawner up there. They go down through there, back there. There's more cave. It extends to this whole mountain. It is quite incredible. These stairs go up. I don't know why I'm exploring this so much, but this took me forever to explore. Definitely recommended. All you got to do is just leave a bed in storage somewhere. Keep running. Explore the whole thing. That's where I got a lot of minecarts. I mean, I have an iron farm too, and I have pretty much endless iron, but getting the minecarts from all here was pretty easy. That's the zombie base. Originally, I had minecarts with crates, and I had so much materials that I was sending the minecarts out of here. So that's why all of those powered rails exist, is because, yeah. This should get me all the way there. I really do wish that at some point they increase the speed of minecarts. I'm sure I'm on a list that's pretty large for wanting that. Maybe some people like the original speed, but I don't know. Yeah, I had those rails. It's so many blocks. Mainly from the zombie spawner and such, but I also cleared out all of these holes, so this literally was... I just started digging stairs down. And yeah, that just brings you up here just enough to call it a day. Hi, dogs. Alright, we're gonna go to sleep. Now I'm gonna show you the spider spawner in the other side of this hill here. Originally... there was a walking path with a bridge. I'm going to forego that just for time's sake, but I can look at it. Then I built this new rail system here. That's just a bridge that was built. Walked through a nice little orchard with sugarcane. I have no bridges. I've always been terrible at building, which is... it's disappointing. I need to get better at it. But yeah, that's the farm for hay. You see, what is going on there? This mine goes all the way down. This was actually the first spawner that we found, was exploring this cave here. And so for a while, this was really our only way for XP. I've since found a spawner for almost every mob. This is a cave spider farm. Getting the water in here. I think I watched a tutorial. Works pretty well. One of the updates within a year, though, it broke where the water was, and so for a long time the water was broken, and I kind of had to change the way some of the blocks were. And that's why you have the doors here too, is because sometimes things will get stuck. But yeah, that's really what happens. They fall in there and you can just hit them with sword. I found that the zombie and skeleton spawners are easy because now I have Smite 3 diamond sword, so you can still hit that guy. This is actually a pretty fast spawner though, but we have since found some cool stuff that I would say is a little bit better. Alright, I'm not going to spend all day here. Yeah, this all collects into hoppers, so we have plenty of string. Generally we have a storage area. This just goes down here in case you see some zombies. Could explore. Little place to sleep. Now you're like, how do you get out of there? Yeah, you gotta climb that whole ladder until I built this. I love these soul sand elevators. This one goes up real high. Cool little hut here. This was built pretty much after the zombie spawner, because one time we came up at night and we were surrounded by zombies. And so generally every time that happens, Dad goes, all right, we're going to build a base and protect ourselves. This is actually one of the stops of the waterway, so it'll be a good way to show you that. This is the tower. Tower is cool because this is currently the tallest spot next to our base that we have. So this is a newer project. I like the magma things. Lately, I've been wondering why I do this, because for such a high drop, having just a little pool of water would work faster, but I like them. This, I did glass panes and didn't connect any of them. So it kind of looks like a little portal, and as long as you don't push any buttons after you go in, this is the only problem I'm having, is it doesn't always line up right. I don't know. Holding space. So yes, this is the highest point next to our base. Although recently I found some mountains that were cloud height, so, and I still could go higher, so maybe at some point I will build this all the way up. I'm not sure, depends on how bored I get. This gives you just an example. There's one road, that road goes off into the fog, that road goes off into the fog. One thing that you'll notice is that the fog is here. Playing on the realm is what does that to me. I don't really have a way to fix it, and we could technically play on a local, like, world, but the realm has been nice for playing on, you know, mobile or Switch for a while, or just different devices. So I don't know. Tell me the best way to fix that if you know a way. There's a broken portal over there. I know we've already been there. But yeah, this is one of the later projects. I think it's cool to get up here and look around. Not having the fog would be nice. And you just go down here. I hold shift, go a little bit faster. And then when you get down to the bottom, you won't be hurt. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it would be easier to just put a pool of water and then you just fall. I do think this is cool. All right, so from here, you go through here. Look at this little system I put together. You can't get up via rail, but you can fall onto the other rails. And I think that kind of works. And then boom, we're on the main rail system going back. There's not much else there. There's one little hut that we built on top of that mountain with dirt, because one time we were exploring. But yeah, that's about it. These road systems go to places that we first explored in the nether. Just sometimes traversing the nether, even though I've tried to make it as secure as possible, sometimes things still happen to where Natalie's not super comfortable in the nether. But I'm sure via request. This used to be just a little dirt hut too, but I tried to just take what we had and, I don't know, make it look okay. So yeah, this is our nether hub. Oh, hell. If you want to see us play some more, we can show you the nether. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you like this content. And yeah, if you want to see our nether side of our world, we will show you next time. And let us know if you want Natalie to show you her house, because she is interested in doing that next time. All right. See you guys later.